All right.
Hi.
We got the mics recording. Everything's on.
Everything's recording.
Everything is on. Alrighty.
Hopefully.
So,
All right.
let's figure out how we're gonna start.
All right.
this.
So start off. All right. So
New
welcome-
Year's Eve.
oh, who's here first? We gotta go through that.
Well,
so right.
random craft.
okay.
Obviously.
So we've got all right. Welcome to the podcast. We've got Random Craft here.
So,
We have
Storm.
Stormgates. I was confused on which one we're gonna go for.
Yeah.
And then-
not Ninja Cunny. I don't know.
So we've
Ninja Cunny's okay.
he's between people.
Yeah.
Same with me. I'm tempted to go to random guy.
between internet jobs.
Yeah.
or
in and out,
personas.
in and out. And then you've got me, Gizmo. We're here tonight in the lovely residence of Random Craft,
Yeah.
casually sitting down on our amazing table.
Which
It
has
is
nothing
so
on it.
sturdy.
We can. I know, right?
We should put our drinks up here. We
Oh,
need
you guys
to,
got drinks?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
grab a
know.
drink.
All right, so we are sitting here. Topic. All right, New Year's Eve.
New Year's.
We'll-
Just gonna
we'll-
jump. Just gonna jump
We'll
straight into
We'll
it.
jump straight into it.
Jump
So,
straight into it.
all
New
right,
Year's.
we spent New Year's Eve together.
Romantically.
Yeah.
It was a fabulous night, might I say. So we
It
spent
was.
New Year's Eve together. And what a night that was. We well, where did we start the morning? Did we start? Do we start at lunchtime?
We played pool.
Well,
Well, cause all right. So I went and drove and picked you up first.
Yeah, I woke up at like maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, I realized because I almost had to leave and go and pick someone else up.
Yeah.
So I went and picked up Stormgates first, and I already had another one of our friends in the car. Yeah. So then I went and Marcus.
oh yeah.
Just went in
No.
full
So
Stormgates.
So it started out that it was going to be you. You would pick up Marcus,
Yes, and that's
then Brock, then me, as well as Reese.
yes,
And I was meant to be last because I was actually working that day.
and you ended up being third.
Yeah, and I ended up being third because we went to Brock's.
Oh, I picked you up, and then I said, "Let's go get Brock."
Yeah.
We went and waited outside of his house for half an hour. We
Yeah.
called him, messaged him, no response. And
Yeah.
we just hit a point and we were like, screw it, let's go. So, we went back to my place. Now.
Yeah.
So, John, I got given, some throwing knives for Christmas. They're
Yeah.
quite illegal and I should not have them, but I do.
It is Australia.
It is-
Everybody who shouldn't have weapons
Off.
has them.
So I got given throwing knives, and I wanted to show, John, just how sharp they are. So we went out in my backyard and had a bit of a throw.
He stabbed me.
I did not stab you this time. So I gave him a throw, and he threw it. And it's 3 days later.
And we still haven't found
We
it.
still haven't found it.
I have a metal. I did bring out a metal detector, but you didn't take it, and I don't know where it went.
I don't know where it went either.
I think I put it up in the top of the cupboard.
Have you found that yet?
No, I haven't found it.
No, that's gonna
It-
that's gonna pop up somewhere when you're mowing the lawn.
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh, that's
find it
gonna be
before the morning.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to find it. I'm hoping to just walk around and find it.
Okay, so what happened was we were throwing the knives. I threw it a couple times. I didn't hit the tree once. This guy got it in because he's a legend.
Ninja.
Actual trained ninja. But yeah, I threw it and then it went off the side, sort of missed as always. And normally I tracked it. I tracked where it landed and I walked over to where it landed, but it wasn't there. And I think we spent half an hour probably looking for it.
It was close to 40 minutes.
Yeah, close to 40 minutes looking for a metal knife in. It wasn't even tall grass. It was.
But the thing is, it's not even the size of my palm.
Yeah.
It's quite a small knife.
So I think what happened was because normally when you throw it, it would just kind of embed itself, sticking up somehow, whichever end sticking up.
Either blade or handle.
Or if it's
Yeah,
good
blade and
enough,
handle.
it just digs itself into the ground and you never find it.
But I think what happened is I think it went in sort of like on just that bit of an angle where it kind of embedded itself underneath the grass layer, instead of actually going in.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure you're ever gonna find it.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
because
because you were in the shower at this point.
Yeah, so I didn't see anything.
we know roughly where it is, but not
we know
exactly
the
where
area,
it is.
so
Yeah.
I'll try and find it. Okay, so after that, we got a message while we were looking for this knife
Yeah.
from Brock, and he was like, "Come get us, then we'll organize." So we went and got him. Now I've got a full car.
For 40 minutes. Well, we were going to get him, but we were in the middle of playing pool, and then we played another game of pool.
And
Yeah.
another.
Yeah,
And
and then
then
we're
we
like,
threw
oh, we should
knives.
probably go pick him up. I mean, it's been 40 minutes of him sitting there waiting. And then we went there.
We went there and we went up into his door, and
Yeah, the
we
nothing,
waited.
silence.
We waited for about solid 7 minutes before he came out.
We knocked a couple times.
We messaged him and everything. It was just
I think that number I have is
His
his old
mom's.
one or his mom's one
Yeah,
or something. Yeah, I don't know.
so. Yeah, after we got Brock, we came back to John's house, and we were meant to get on the train at 8:05. At this point, it's 4. It's only just past 4:00. So we have to wait nearly 4
we
hours.
had 4 hours to kill.
Time
So-
actually
So we came
flew.
back here.
Yeah, we came back here, and I was falling asleep on the floor. I was not having it.
Yeah, we'd also just come back from Somerset Dam.
Yes, okay, so
Yeah.
flashback a bit forward.
I wasn't part of this.
John wasn't part of this. So I went out for anyone who lives in Australia or Queensland, preferably, Somerset Dam. Reese and I went out there because I had family going there, and I thought, let's go out there and have a good night. And so we went to go to your girlfriend's house so you can get
Yeah,
a change
just
of
so I can grab
clothes.
some shit.
And my mum called me while I was driving before we turned, and Reese, as the great directioner he is, forgot to tell me to turn left when it was.
Yeah, so you
So-
turned too early, was it?
No,
Yeah.
too late. I missed it.
Well,
so I
wasn't it the street just before?
Yeah, we
Hers?
drove past it, and then we went to the next one.
Yeah.
And so I just like, this is where my friend Kyle lives. We'll just go say hi. Or just like, not necessarily go say hi, we would drive past. So I drive past it, and I see a car in his driveway. I'm like, that car looks familiar. And I just spent the past few days at my friend Mitchell's house, who lost the other knife. He was there. And we ended up, before we getting back to Reese's girlfriend's house, we ended up having 2 more people in the car.
Yeah, we picked them up because
So it was a road trip.
yeah,
we-
you're like, hey, why don't we just you guys come along as well? Just
It was
But-
one of
they
those
just did.
things.
Bailey is our designated Uber.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
isn't
we
there a
don't
new
pay
name
him.
for that?
yeah,
Like,
you
what-
don't pay me. You pay me in food or drinks when you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Isn't that legally a thing now? Like the designated like legend or something?
Yeah,
What's it?
yeah.
Yeah, there was mum
Yeah.
was telling me about that, but
Yeah.
we didn't know what the name was. We knew it was Legend something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm that.
Good
So
on
yeah,
you.
we start heading out to Somerset, and we're like, let's go to Bottle-O. Let's have a good night. Let's grab some drinks. So I grabbed
Yeah.
my personal favorite, Jack Daniels and Coke. Loved it.
Everybody's favorite
Yeah,
basic taste.
fight me. So
I don't think
We-
I've tried Jack Daniels.
you're missing out. So we go out there, and by the time we get out there, it's like 4:00,
Yeah.
but it feels like 3. So I digress. We start having a few drinks and everything. 11 cans later,
yeah,
I-
I was taking it pretty slow. Like
everyone was taking it slow, and then there's me that's just downing drinks one after another.
yeah, I only had 4. I've been pretty straight edge recently.
I'm glad that you were not as bad as
Yeah,
me.
well, if it weren't for me being somewhat straight edge, I don't think you would have.
I thought I was gonna die.
You wouldn't have made it as fast as you did.
I thought I was gonna die. I ended up sitting near the water, and I had never thrown up drinking. This was the first time, and
Yeah.
it was a shit show. It was terrible. So
Yuck.
It was.
I haven't thrown
You
up
you
yet,
could
but I
tell
haven't
he
drunken
ate.
that much
yeah,
yet.
but
Yeah.
you're a lightweight too, so you
I've
take
seen-
2 sips and you're
I'd
gone.
seen so much vomit over the last few days. Not gonna lie, like
Yeah, especially New Year's night.
New Year's,
Get into
that was crazy. But yeah, we'll get to
Oh
that.
my god.
Jesus.
So
Anyway,
okay, where were we before we switch stories?
we were talking about you 11 cans
picking up Brock.
into.
Yeah, so we came back to yours, John, and we just rested. Finally, it reaches 7:00. I round you guys up, and we go to the train station. I end up dropping you guys off to go pick up your girlfriend, Reese,
Yeah.
and you came with me. So I ended up parking the car. You guys meet us over at the train station. we ended up having to wait another half an hour because I'm the kind of guy that's like, oh, we're half an hour early,
Yeah.
better than half an hour
It's-
late.
yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, I
So-
like that. I like
And
that
you guys
mindset.
went to Macca's or something, I think.
Yeah, you guys
and
went to
I asked you
Macca's.
guys to get me an
Yeah,
apple juice,
Yeah.
and you came back with a pop top, which was nice.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, so I was the one that was at Macca's. These were off driving, and I went with Macca's.
I'm the
with-
only
who
one that
was-
can legally drive on my own. Just keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Yeah, probably
was,
the only one at the moment who can legally drive as well. Like,
Wait. Who was I was with Marcus
Marcus and Brock.
Marcus and Brock, the fun.
And you met
the
Alex
Three
over at the
Stooges.
train
Yeah.
station.
And then Alex appeared as always.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're there. I think I bought you the apple popper because I was like, we're thinking like, what do we get? Because I remembered you wanted the apple.
We basically just had a few snacks and shit just to tide us over while we were traveling.
Yeah.
Which
We
wasn't too
ended
long.
up having hot dogs before we left too.
Yeah, we had something to eat.
Mum made us.
Yeah, your
us
mum made us
yeah.
hot dogs, which was
Yeah.
really good because I really wanted.
My
a hot
mum are
dog.
very nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
We didn't drink a lot anyway, so we had a lot of food and we barely drank anyway.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ended up at the train station, and
Yeah.
it was a good train ride. I will admit, it wasn't too bad until we stopped at Petrie. Then the train filled up.
Yeah,
And
Petrie.
it-
Yeah, Petrie's probably the worst train station.
It
just
is
because
it
one
is
time
trash.
I was at Petrie and some kid tried to sell me a taser. And he's
What?
like, he's like, yo, do you have like, he's like, yo, do you have like $80 or something? And I was like, no, I don't. Like, I did, but I wasn't about to tell some random
Dude,
kid
yeah.
at Petrie, like of all stations, that I had $80. And he's like, do you want to buy a taser? And I was like, not really, man. Like, what would I need a taser for unless I had kids coming up to me trying to sell me weird shit like tasers?
Yeah.
You know, like.
all,
So I was just like,
all the trains that I've ever caught have always gone express through Petrie.
yeah, Petrie.
Yeah, I envy that because I used to try and find the trains that would, but they'd always stop at Petrie, and I was like,
It's but yeah, the central stations like in between zones are like where you find all the worst people. In fact, Central Station where we actually got off.
yeah, Central. I enjoy.
That's so bad, dude.
Yeah, it's busy, but it's not as it's probably one of the better stops to hop off at.
I
It's
don't
like
know,
it's
because
Central and Roma Street.
That's
in
what
my
I thought because like so it's weird that they have Roma Street and Central, which are two central
Yeah.
stations, but in right next to each other. But
I'm so used to hopping off at Central
yeah,
because it's just
you can get Macca's and stuff. But
well,
like
I'm the kind of guy who has that inner white girl that's like, let's go get Starbucks, guys.
yeah, but then you have to walk like so.
But
well, like,
it's further away from Roma Street.
But you know what the worst part about Central is? One night I think I was coming home from uni or something, and I went to use the bathroom, and in one of the stalls, holy shit, I think I left the first time because I was like, I can't go in there, but then I really needed to go. There were no other toilets, so I went back in, and then it was disgusting. I was like, what the
Okay,
fuck? And then
okay.
the dude like,
Welcome to-
and then
I was about to say welcome to Caboolture, but no, this is in the city.
This is
welcome
the
to
city.
Brisbane in general. Like, and another dude. I don't know if this is the same day or not. He's no shame at all.
Some
It was
people just don't give.
disgusting.
Don't give.
Yeah,
And the chips at Macca's are never hot; they're always cold. So that's another
Central-
another downside.
Central's every time I've gotten Macca's from Central, it's always fine.
It's normally okay, but I don't know. They're the worst parts about Central. Just
Well,
cold chips and
my
wankers.
experience, literal.
literally.
So okay, so yeah, back to the story. We
Yeah.
get off at Central and we walk over to Starbucks because John has never had Starbucks prior to this story.
I hadn't had
And
Starbucks.
I made a mistake.
He
I
made a mistake.
I made the biggest mistake.
So
You ordered
I
coffee,
went
didn't you?
in.
I got a hot coffee at
Yeah.
Starbucks
Instead of like a
in the middle of
frappe or
summer.
something.
Yeah.
So while these
we-
guys are all sculling the nice cold
Frappes.
ice frappe things, I'm sitting here like having to like to the cup because it kept burning. Like
Normally you have
I gave it to
coffee
him and
after
he
you
almost burnt
drink.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I when we got to Starbucks, you were saying, oh, we should do it under our screen names, and I was like, yeah, I'll order it for Gizmo. So I go first, and they're like, what do you want? And I was like, oh, can I just get a white mocha frappe,
Yeah.
or frappuccino?
I don't know
and
anything
they're like,
about coffee.
what's the name on it? I'm like, Gizmo. Like I thought I was so cool in that moment, and I stood over waiting for it, and I'm like, what did you guys want your names under? I was like, oh, just John, just Brock. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, I was going to, but I kind of panicked in the moment because I I like
social
coffee
anxiety.
because I like coffee, but I don't know anything about coffee. I don't know any of the types or what ones I like. So I'm like, just a flat white and John, please. First time, because one I'm
You're
in
like
the city.
crying. You've got like tears running down
I
your
was
face.
close. Okay,
She's like, "Are you
one
alright?"
because one I'm in the
Like,
city. 2, it's late at night. 3, I'm at a different store that I've never been to, and 4, I'm buying coffee that I don't know. So I'm
yeah,
like,
I didn't spend too many nights in the city, to be fair. So
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 then,
yeah, after our Starbucks adventure, we walked through Queen Street Mall. And it was nice around the edges, and then we get to the middle, and it's like a fucking maze.
yeah, there's loads of
was
people.
Terrible.
this guy running off all the time.
No.
You
Okay,
piece of.
no.
I think we all did though. We
Okay,
all.
okay, look.
Yeah.
I walked ahead because I wanted to get the hell out of people's way.
You want to get out of people.
I went ahead and get out of people. I wanted
outside the
to get
stomach.
away from where it was
The
busy.
hordes.
I wanted to get across the bridge and go and sit down.
Yeah,
I
the
was
bridge
actually
wasn't
get-
actually as bad as I
It
thought it
wasn't.
would be.
No, because what was it? Like there was the bunch of Indian people dancing right at the edge.
That was cultural. As
It
well.
was,
Multiculturalism.
it was lit. I thought it was like an Indian rap
That was
battle.
so
It was-
cultural.
Yeah, I was so waiting for. I'm not gonna do an impression, but yeah.
Like some Apu
but-
type style, like some dropping some bars, like just that he fucked his mum in the quickie mart. or
You
something.
make only sub-tier stuff, but
So I tried to walk past it because I could
Lit.
tell it was a little group. They were right there. We can get past and walk. You guys were like, stop running off, slow down. And I'm like, you guys
because-
are too slow.
It was hard though. There were like what 10
the
of us.
amount of times we
There-
lost you.
At that point, there was 7. There was 7
Was
of
there?
us. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So because yeah.
7 of us, and we were in single file about a kilometer apart.
Alex was there. We,
Connect the dots.
yeah,
yeah,
we had-
basically.
so we had me, my lady.
Yeah, there
You
was
two,
you. There was you,
Alex,
your
Brock,
lady.
My lady.
So yeah, there was you, your lady, John,
lady.
myself, Alex, Brock, and Marcus. So that's 4.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 3. So
Yeah.
7. And then we finally get over to South Bank. We go through the checkpoint. So we get in, they check our bags. We
Yeah.
finally made it. We are walking around. I want to have a drink early in the night so that way around 4 a.m. when we get back, I can drive.
Yeah.
We go to 3 bars. The bouncer stops us every time. Sorry, this is a ticket party only.
It was fun.
I wanted to punch the bouncer in the face. I
doing
I
his
was
job
on
and
the
shit.
verge
I hate
of
that.
like running up there just to get a drink. I was mad. So we finally go around to this little restaurant area, and
It was a nice restaurant.
it was a nice
very
restaurant.
nice
I
restaurant.
can't-
Are you
I
talking
actually-
about the
the place we end up actually getting a drink at.
yeah, we would have gone food there. The food
Yeah, we were gonna get food. It was expensive. We weren't very hungry because we just ate a lot of food.
Yeah, but everyone Macca's.
Yeah.
yeah,
Shout
we
out
had a
Macca's.
lot of Maccas. Literally, all we've really
Didn't we have Macca's 3 times that day?
Yes,
had
we
Maccas
did.
like
Yeah,
3
we
days in a
did.
row. Do you know how much Maccas we've had in the last
48 hours. Oh no, 72 hours.
yeah, like
We've had a lot
since
of
you
Macs.
picked me up like a few
for
for the
like 4
first
days.
time we'd seen each other.
4
in
days
ages,
ago.
yeah,
4 or 5 days ago.
That's so much Maccas, dude.
I remember when like when we actually we bought drinks and that while we're at the pub, and
Yeah.
I remember so everyone thought it like Bailey and that they all thought it was all tabbed based sort of
Yeah,
thing.
because we
Tab
kept
based.
walking away
Oh,
instead
not tab
of paying.
based. Yeah, like you
Yeah,
thought
like
like
they
table
come
tab or
over
whatever
and
thing.
shit.
So
Ah.
these guys, they've all ordered their drink, handed it, and then walked off.
Yeah, we
and then
can't
I've
walk
seen
away.
a staff member like eyes open, like no, pay first.
Yeah, and I was so
No.
confused, like
Oh,
that.
oh yeah, no. The thing is though, the only time I reckon you need to be put on a tab is when you're in an actual bar. This thing is
Yeah.
though, this was more of a restaurant than
Yeah.
anything. So yeah, but you ended up buying me a drink because you
Yeah.
lost my knife.
Yeah, I bought him a JD and Coke because I lost his knife.
That's the
Um,
reason that they have the tab things is so when I was out with my dad and like some of my family or my dad's wife, my stepmom's
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Basically like since they do sell food, they're gonna have tabs. So you don't have to go up and buy drinks and then buy food on a separate,
Yeah, yeah.
It is a restaurant, you're right. So yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, I also found out last night that I like rum.
Yeah, rum's
I'm
great.
still
though.
at that sort of phase where I haven't really like tried much, and I thought that I liked Jim Beam. I don't know my drinks. Wait.
A lot of people don't know their drinks. It's
Bundaberg rum is, I don't know, that's
Bundaberg rum is good,
Yeah.
man. That
especially
is-
my dad bought me a bottle for
I
my
haven't actually had that
for
before.
Christmas, and it was very nice.
I haven't
yeah.
had that before. No.
you haven't had Bundaberg.
No, you know what's hilarious though? Do you remember
we
when
have two
we
bottles
were?
out there.
Ooh.
Oh, this podcast could get
could
us.
spice
This,
up
this
the
podcast could go from 0 to 100
Real
real
quick.
quick. Like,
Well, do you remember when we were at Somerset Dam and I had my Canadian clubs? Right,
Yeah.
because I like Canadian clubs. They're just rum and coke, and they're smooth. You know, like some alcohols just make me need a shit bad. Like you know,
yeah, you were
like-
you were complaining because you really
I was
needed
like,
to
I need
shit.
But I was talking to your little sister and I was having a great time because I was just like we were talking about video games and Slender Man and urban legends and geology and all this type of shit. She's actually very smart. And then
She is.
yeah, and then your stepdad threatened to shoot me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So,
He actually handed me bullets, right?
Yeah.
And he threatened to shoot me.
The first time I met him, I could just feel the disappointment radiating from him when I gave him a handshake. So he's gone for he's like country.
Oh,
like,
this was
He's an actual
stepbrother.
cowboy.
Yeah,
He's like a modern
stepbrother.
cowboy.
So my stepbrother, he rides bulls and
He is-
horses and
he is
everything.
the
He's
that's
definition-
Mac. I was
Yeah,
gonna
Mac.
say I was gonna like real quick like because you know do you remember when I was drinking I just grabbed my Canadian club and then he comes up to me and he's like, so you're the poof that's been drinking those drinks, and I was like what, and I thought about it and I was like, he's like, you're the poof that's been drinking Canadian club, and I was like what, and
and then you came over to me and you were like, hey, what's the alcohol percentage on your Jack Daniels? I was like, oh, you know, like
4.8
48
it was
48%,
4.8
yeah, 4.8, 4.8, yeah.
yeah 4.8
And you looked at
alcohol
yours and
volume.
it was the exact
It
same.
was the same, 'cause I
and you
just-
looked at me like, motherfucker, like.
Well, it's just like it made me think. Like when he said that, I was like, you know what? Like, because most dudes will be like, if you drink cider, you're a pussy and shit. And a lot of people drink cider, you know. But like,
yeah,
cider-
cider's good occasionally.
cider typically has
I
a
don't-
higher alcohol content than beer does. But I feel like dudes just drink beer just so they can seem like.
I don't like beer.
I'll happily admit I don't like beer.
Yeah,
I
like
don't-
it's just that
it tastes like bread to me.
Bread, it tastes like dirt.
some
Yeah,
beers,
well,
some
it's-
beers I
it's-
do really
it's-
like Coronas, just like more
Yeah.
like.
I haven't
bitter
really
beers,
tried
but-
much, but from what I've tried, like I don't hate it, but I'm not like a fan over it. Like
I like
I'd
light
probably
beers,
drink it,
yeah.
but I wouldn't like enjoy it as much as like a rum or something.
I like
Yeah.
the beers with the lighter color, like not darker beers. But I was gonna like, you know, it made me think like, oh, so what percentage does Jack Daniels have mixed like rum and coke? Is
Yeah.
4.8%, same contents rum and coke. So he basically roasted me for drinking something and then went and drank the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It was he's so funny, dude. That guy, he's hilarious. Like, and he
Yeah.
had his leg. He had,
But yeah, his
leg cut open.
son. I don't know the family. Your stepbrother.
My stepbrother.
His stepbrother. You know, country boy. I met him once at his place, and
So you were staying at my place for 2 weeks after graduation.
Yeah. And yeah, I gave him a handshake. So he went to go for the handshake, and after the handshake, after my hand readjusted,
Died.
I could just feel the disappointment. Like not the handshake didn't even happen yet, and I could just feel the disappointment radiating from this child that's smaller than me.
It's like he's got like this.
He turns 16 this year.
Who is that, Mac?
That's Mac.
No way.
He
dude.
turns 16 this year.
Of course he does.
He's like 3 years younger than you guys, 4 years younger than me.
He was crazy good at like tubing and shit.
Yeah,
like,
well-
I was like almost at his level. It took like a lot for him to come off, but I remember when I was tubing with him, I was able to stay on pretty much exactly like I was able to stay on just as much as him, but my body would hang off the side and I got such bad
Yeah.
whiplash. Like I can still feel it almost like it.
All right. So back to the
Back on
to-
track,
all
that'd be good,
So
yeah.
while we're at the restaurant having our drinks, I went to send a Snapchat to Peter, who we were meeting up with later on, but I accidentally went into the map because Snapchat's got its map filter.
I don't know how to do Snapchat.
So yeah, it's got its map thing. You know what
Just
I'm talking.
send news. That's Snapchat.
You know what I'm talking about, Reese?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Snapchat map, and it
Yeah.
comes up with everyone nearby. I saw my old neighbor, who was the girl we ended up sitting
Yeah.
down with near the fireworks. So I was like, So I sent her a message saying, hey, do you want to just say hi kind of thing? I thought that she would be with a bunch of friends. Turns out she was just with their one friend.
Yeah.
So I went and said hi on my own. That's why I kept running off.
Yeah.
I went and said hi, and we were talking, And she goes, oh, just send me a message when you guys are done and we'll meet up and everything. And so she gave me her number because I didn't have a phone number. I was messaging her over at Facebook. Her phone dies. And I'm like, huh, this is a bit of a predicament. So I sent her a message over my phone because she had an Apple Watch and assuming it would go through to the watch. And it kept coming up. Message was failed to send. And I was like, oh, shit.
Ripperoni.
So,
I have no data ever. Like, I always have to use the train Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
When that runs out, I'm like crying. Because like, it just...
Well, I've got like 32 gigs.
I live off that shit.
My mum and I
free
share
Wi-Fi.
10 gig.
I got 32 gigs to myself.
I remember having
but
to...
I'm paying like $109 a month for it.
You could like, oh, yeah. never
Yeah.
mind.
Like when I was out of home and then just recently and I was waiting for you to come see me at
Yeah.
the shops. I had to move from like it was about 7 o'clock in the morning because I left really early and I was sitting in the shopping center before all the shops had opened. I sat in front of Target, used their Wi-Fi, moved from Target to the food court, used Red Rooster's Wi-Fi, then used Hungry Jack's Wi-Fi,
And Macca's.
then Macca's. I went through like all the Wi-Fi's and shit, and I was just like, that's how I was living.
Oh, dude.
And then
So-
trading Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so I ended up losing contact with her for ages. Then we bumped into Peter, and I'm assuming her boyfriend. I still don't know.
I don't even know what gender that
I'm
person
sorry.
was.
I'm sorry if you're watching this.
Oh, look, if it is...
They seem
if-
like a nice, cheery person, but
Yeah.
you guys like don't know who they were to Peter. I don't know what gender they were. Still,
What?
I don't
Who
know.
are you
Is
talking
it
about?
Peter's person that
Oh,
they brought?
the
Yeah.
guy that was with
Is it
her.
still a
Yeah.
guy?
I-
I was
I'm
leaning
guy,
yeah,
towards
so-
that.
yeah,
you guys
so
are like
he-
so confused. Like who is?
I'm
is that
sorry.
his
Yeah,
boyfriend or girl?
We're sorry.
I didn't get a good look though. I was absent for a fair bit of time.
I had a million things on
We've
my
been disconnected, so
head.
and because me and Georgia wanted to swim and you guys were swimming and stuff. You
Yeah,
guys,
okay, we'll get to that part in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So we ended up after having our drink, we went around to a grassy patch and sat down as a group. And I grabbed Marcus because I was like, I'm gonna go get a drink, and I'm also gonna try and find my old neighbor.
yeah.
And I literally walk 10 meters around the corner, and they're on the grassy patch just further down. And I'm like, I'll be
boy.
back. So I turned around and went and got all you guys. I'm like, let's go. So we went and sat down, and I'm sitting down talking to them. And next thing I know, you guys have pretty much barricaded them in. They were like, it was like
So there's two girls
didn't
just
know where
sitting there
else to
on
sit,
a
like-
two girls just sitting there on like
two towels.
and then all of a sudden they're just surrounded by people.
To be fair,
Mostly
I
guys too,
I
which
had
is-
no idea who they were though.
Yeah,
Like me and
you
my
and
lady,
Georgia.
yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, you guys. Well, that's the thing. I was waiting for everyone to get there to do introductions,
Yeah.
and I did the introductions, and nobody spoke after that.
Yeah, it was weird because me and Georgia sat down.
Yeah,
I don't.
I did-
Okay,
I
so
did-
like,
there was a
real
lot
quick
of-
intermission. I don't know how I should say her name. Like, should I say her name or like?
I mean, yeah.
Who
I'm just. Should I say? I feel like I should protect her identity in some form, or at least
Well,
protect
how about
my
how about we go
emotions in the
G? How about
future.
that? We just go G.
Okay, G.
Yeah, G. That's
It's
good.
Yeah. So,
So
okay.
yeah, so
you
me,
and G.
I had me and G, right?
Yeah.
So like we came and sat down. You guys were already there.
Yeah.
These two girls I'd never met before.
Yeah. No,
who-
none of you guys have better. That.
To be fair, throughout like the time we were sitting there, they were a bit rowdy.
Yeah. Well, that.
I was just out here trying to eat my sweet chili chips, you know, not like you know.
Well,
No,
yeah.
They seemed okay, but they were a bit rowdy.
Yeah. Well, they live near the city. They're. Really? they live near the city. They're always going into the clubs. You know, they're kind of those kind of people.
Since I turned 18, I haven't been clubbing, and everybody's like, "Have you been clubbing?"
I've been clubbing
Have you been
once.
clubbing?
I've never gone clubbing.
Yeah, they're like,
Dude,
have you been
clubbing baby
clubbing?
seals. What the fuck? Sorry.
They're like, "Have you been clubbing?" And I'm like, "It's not really my thing."
But no, I genuinely wanted to catch up with my old neighbor. I've known her since I was like 6.
Yeah.
And I turned 20 this year, so 14 years of. Fuck, I turned 20 this year. All right,
19.
so yeah, we're sitting down. We watched the fireworks. What were your thoughts on the fireworks, guys?
They were 10 minutes long and nothing like I hadn't seen before. I mean, fireworks are great. They were pretty lit, no pun intended. But like, I don't know. Like, it's just you see fireworks all the time. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
but this like you see
I've-
them on TV, but
So-
it's just better in person.
I don't
So
see
I've
him.
never-
I
I've-
see him in person a lot.
I've never done anything for New Year's besides from camping. Never gone to see the fireworks. Never gone out into the city. Never really done anything interesting for New Year's.
So
This is my first kind
big
of
outing.
big outing in New Year's. It was also my big first outing with friends in the city.
Yeah.
Without like mum and that.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So
All thanks to me.
Talking about
Yep.
your mummies. Your mummies in the podcast.
Yeah.
You're like, mummy.
me mum.
Dude, I have my mum's contact set to Mama Bear.
Yeah,
Am I the
know.
only one?
Except you
My,
guys.
I have my mum.
Don't
No,
get along all the time.
I have. But the thing is that my mum's text tone and ringtone is the quack sound.
I actually have my mum as a contact as her phone number because I don't know any of my parents' contacts because I just never do. Like I have them like their numbers and they call me and shit, but I just never get around to it. I have like 4 contacts. Actually, or no contacts, just because I
You
get
just know
numbers.
'em.
I just recognize numbers, and I'm like, I see the like first
I can't remember numbers.
4 numbers or
I
something.
can,
and I'm like,
remember a few numbers.
I can remember mum's number and my own number.
yeah, I
that's
can
all.
remember my mom's, my own, sometimes
So-
my dad.
We've been podcasting for 35.
Oh, let's keep going. All
Yeah,
right.
it's not too bad.
We've still
We're
got
almost there, and we've still got a bit to go.
we've still got some other stuff to talk about. So
yeah.
after the fireworks, my neighbor and her friend run off, and Peter and her guy friend leave. So it's just back to the original group.
Yeah.
You run off, and you find, lo and behold, good old Stan.
Daniel
Fucking
Tanner.
Stan the
So-
man.
Stan
Okay.
the man.
Dan
with,
the man.
with I
Oh
did
my
not.
God,
I
With
did
yeah.
not
some
see
lady.
this.
We'll get to that, but
Okay, so-
basically, sorry to
Is this
interrupt you.
oh yeah.
I was just gonna say, just a background, info on where Dan. So as you guys know, RandomCraft and Ninja Cunny, like back in the day, when we used to make videos,
I was
here
In schools, I think.
and obviously,
I was here occasionally.
Obviously
I was
you-
here from grade 12 onward.
You were there for about 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
like, this is
Yeah.
your video, and I felt I had to specify that I was Ninja Cunny because I'm now at Stormgates and making rap music and shit.
SoundCloud rapper.
Gang,
Yeah.
gang.
Listen to my
Hit him
music.
up at Stormgates on SoundCloud.
Shameless plug. Stormgate SoundCloud link. Will
Oh, if
be
we're
in the
doing shameless
description.
plugs, follow subscribe to me on YouTube at
I'm also on
Gizmo.
YouTube as well. Yeah.
Underscore Gizmo
So-
with a Z, a
so-
zero underscore. I haven't
Stormgates,
recorded the
aka
words,
Ninja Cunny, like from back in the day.
Yeah, back
All
in
my
the day.
flash intros, which are amazing.
Those
We've
were
got
actually pretty
Gizmo.
Yeah,
Those
good
are
old
pretty
Gizmo. I actually went. I've gone through so many names. So
Yeah.
all right,
same.
throwback. So back when I was like 14.
Basically, what we were gonna say though, Dan is from all of
Yeah.
our.
So Dan,
videos.
when we were in school,
Yeah.
Dan did film with us, and we went on little adventures, and we filmed.
He did.
Dan
he
is
did a
probably
lot
the
of
greatest
vlogs, yeah.
person you would ever meet.
He
is.
He is quality.
He's right. He's funny.
He-
Like me and him get along very well because we have
He's
similar
great.
humor.
He's
And
great.
he was in a lot of my vlogs and my Henry Porter.
Yeah, your
Um,
Henry Porter video. That's
and
great.
do you remember that when he made Addiction in film and we had a joke that was like long running of, oh, I made Addiction, and he went and
Yeah.
told everybody about it. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
But yeah, so we were sitting there, and you say, "Is that Dan?" and run off into the crowd. We've lost sight of you for a solid 30
dude,
seconds.
it was like I like
You're-
it's like
you-
getting lost in the
G
rip. Like,
looked at me, and she was like, "I think he's gone," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "He'll be back." And
I
you
got
come
caught in
back
the
with
rip
Dan,
of people like
and I
going
was like,
home.
"Oh, Dan!" And then I saw this girl. I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah, well, that's Dan's new squeeze. He was telling me about her, but
yeah, didn't know.
dude,
Whew, okay, so I ended up because there was some tension going on between some people.
yeah.
G and I went and got some ice cream because I wanted ice cream. So we went and got ice cream, and I came back and sat down on the grass. Dan puts his new
Squeeze.
he puts his squeeze next to me on the ground. And
Oh, let's probably
she
talk
is-
about why he
okay,
needs to
so
put her
he-
places.
she was
Why does he have
she was
control
on a-
when he
she
goes?
was on another planet. She
She
drank
was-
so much.
Didn't she have a full bottle to herself?
Yeah,
she
no, well,
pretty-
it was cheap
Box
wine,
wine.
yeah, like passion
Yeah.
pop or some shit.
So
Passion
yeah.
pop's like, I don't know if you guys all know, but passion pop is very common in
Google it.
Australia. People like to drink a lot of cheap $7
isn't it box
wine
wine?
or whatever. It's like it's sort of like that, but it's usually in a bottle, and it's like, I don't know, passion pop. Like think about it, but she was like interstellar, you know.
Yeah, she was
She was
in
gone.
space.
She
so
was-
I'm sitting there with my ice cream, and
Yeah.
Dan's like, "Can you just look after her for a minute?" And I'm like, "I mean, sure, whatever." And
He
she
regrets
looks
it.
at me and goes, what's your name? And I'm like,
she was acting
oh
like
my
she'd
God.
actually known us for like our whole lives.
I have never met this woman in my life.
Yeah, she was like,
She thought we were best friends for like 12 years. I was like, sure.
Dude,
And
she was like,
she was asking me questions, right? She was
Mm.
asking so many questions, and she goes, "Are you just saying yes to make me shut up?" And I'm like, I wish I
dude,
could
she was
say
actually
yes to
so
this.
woke for a drunk person.
It was like I wanted to say yes, but I was like,
She was so
oh, I'm
woke.
actually listening.
I've never seen a drunk person more woke than that.
Oh,
She knew
dude.
exactly what was happening. She's like, everybody's laughing at me and making fun of me, and
I was
We
pretty
all were.
I was pretty woke when I was dying.
dude, yeah, you sort of were, but you sat like when you were
I
drunk,
was-
you sat in the shower for like an hour, and you're like,
I've also
Going
up
down
to
the
this
drain.
point, I haven't seen many drunk people
Yeah.
like at all because I haven't really been out much, so I haven't really seen
Yeah.
many. Besides from this guy,
I've been
I haven't seen many
in that
drunk
state
people.
literally like
Oh,
6 times
dude. So
in multiple bathrooms.
I lived with John for 10 months because I had some bad blood between family and ended up getting kicked out.
Mm.
So John and his family were
feel
kind
that.
enough to take me in. One night we decided to have a few drinks.
And,
I decided to
remember
kick it.
this.
I decided to kick it up a notch, and I said, "Hey John,
Let's have 2
Let's
cruises
do
instead of 1 cruiser tonight.
let's do vodka straight
That's
shots."
huge.
And John looked at me and goes, "Nah."
I reckon John would have been
Nah,
down.
he didn't do
Not
it that night.
realising
Not
how-
this night. He didn't do it this
Not
night.
that night. I didn't.
I
know
was
that.
like, fine then. I'll drink on my own. 1 shot. 11 more shots later.
We should do shots now. That'd be so good.
Oh, no, we didn't have shot glasses.
your mum actually got mad at me for that, for not
Yeah,
drinking
you
with
told
you.
me about that.
We
So-
we went to a hospital at one point
Yeah.
at one point in time, and
Was this when I was still living with you?
Yeah.
Wait, you
I
went to a
might have gone out.
hospital?
I might have gone out for the day because I like to get out.
No,
during-
you went to the hospital for a checkup.
Oh.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
a
yeah,
checkup
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and his mum
Yeah.
was there, and we were kind of sitting there in the lobby awkwardly, and then she's going, "Yeah, I didn't like it. They didn't drink a Bailey the other day." I'm like, "What?
Excuse me?
Sorry."
Yeah, no, I'm the kind of person that will drink with my online friends. It's pretty
That
depressing.
would be. I've always
It is fun. but
One
at the
time,
same-
dude. One time I was sitting at home and I got drunk all by myself. I got like throw up drunk like you did. Like
yeah.
I got so drunk. I was by myself at home. I was I was calling my friends up on the phone at the time and just saying random shit to them.
But the thing is though, right? So
Sailor Jerry's,
so-
that was.
we were in the room just there. All right.
Yeah.
So that was our computer room because John and I shared a bedroom. He had his bed and I had my bed.
Mm.
I had to stumble through the house. I was crawling at one point on my hands and knees, looking dead set at the ground, being like, okay. I headbutted the couch. I was like, whoa. It was an interstellar
Yeah.
trip. I finally get to my room. All right. I'm wearing a jumper, no shirt, long pants,
He
boxer
thinks
shorts.
he's wearing this.
No, long pants, boxers.
I have a picture of it. Dude, see if
no,
you
no,
can
no,
find the
no,
picture
no,
during
okay.
this podcast.
Okay, no. So I was wearing my jumper, long pants, basketball pants, and boxers. All right.
Yeah.
I fell asleep on my bed. I fell off my bed in between my bed and John's bed, and got back up and laid down. I passed
Yeah.
out.
So
Okay.
this is what he thinks happens.
No, this is what actually
This
happened.
is what he thinks.
I
happened.
wake up.
I have a photo
I wake up
of
2
him.
hours later to a flash. It's in my face, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's like Area
And
51 type shit.
John's sitting there in the doorway, pissing himself laughing.
I thought you were just gonna say
I
pissing
have-
himself.
I have a photo on my phone.
Find
And
it. Try and
it's-
find it.
It's a great photo.
It was. If I could say one word about that photo, would be regret. It is just.
That's such a basic thing. There. Everybody regrets drinking and then drinks again.
I'll describe the photo. I'm laying down face first on a carpet. My arms and legs are
And
sprawled
your
out.
legs on the bed.
My one right leg is on John's bed, and I'm facing up.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I'm facing up.
Yeah, his
and my
facing
left
up.
leg is on
Starfish, one leg on my bed and just on the floor.
my jumper is off, my long pants are off, and I'm in my basketball shorts and boxers. I have no idea how I ended up from my bed to there.
I don't
but
even remember you leaving the room.
Yeah.
And then I walk into my room and just see you just.
And then I got woke up to the flash. So okay,
flashed.
back to
Yeah.
Dan's tight
Dan's
squid.
tight. Dan's tight girlfriend.
Dan-
Were you about to say?
Dan Squeeze, who was sick. So while
she hadn't thrown up yet, but by the time I came back, she had.
Yeah, because so John and I were like, let's go have a swim. We're here. We bought board shorts and let's go have a swim. You vanished at some point because you got changed before us, but you vanished.
I just sat there on the field on the hill and just got changed. And everybody was like, "What are you doing getting changed?"
This guy
People
got
can see you.
This guy got changed in a towel.
That's such a normal thing.
Public, in the middle of the city on New Year's, and we went into the bathrooms. But in saying that, I would have preferred to have gotten changed in a towel because the bathrooms.
They were fucked,
oh my
dude. There was piss on the floor. Like I got out of the bathroom back into the queue so I could get another one.
I didn't change out of my board shorts. On the train I started getting cold and I'm like, nah. So I just put my jeans over my pants.
Dude, if you have to clean up somebody else's off the toilet seat, that's how you know you shouldn't ever.
You know you're in the wrong place.
You're in the city, you're always in the wrong place, dude.
But okay, so we're in the pool and John and I, this is from John and I's perspective. So we see you and G walk off, and we're like,
you guys just fucking disappeared.
They'll be back.
Yeah.
So John and I decided to beat the shit out of each other in the pool.
So you guys actually got to swim?
Yeah, we had like half an hour swim solid.
Yeah, because there was a massive queue in the women's toilets.
Yeah, well,
I had to spend 30 minutes in the gift shop waiting for her, and I was
that's why
I was just chilling, like buying my sweet chili chips, because you can't, looking at kangaroo balls,
Weird, okay, but yeah. So John and I are swimming.
Okay.
They sell
John
them.
and I are swimming for half an hour. We get out because we're like, we don't know where they are. Let's go get dressed again. So we jump out, we grab our towels, and we dry off. As soon as we wrap the towels around us, this fuck and his girlfriend come back around. Like, all right, let's go for a swim, and we're like, fine. So
we were so ready to swim though.
Yeah, we go back around, and John's standing on the edge. I push him in, he jumps back out, and then I jump in. As soon as I touch the water, the lifeguard comes over. We're closing the pool. We need you out now.
Yeah.
I almost didn't even get to look at the water.
You didn't get to touch the water.
I was ready. I was like ready to dive in. I was like,
so yeah. Other than
get
that,
out, and I was like, oh.
The pool was interesting. The amount of people wearing full clothing, just jumping in the pool.
The dude almost jumped in with socks.
Yeah,
that was.
And then everyone's like, no,
the girlfriend or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the train ride was fine. We get back into our hometown, and we get in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go get Macca's. It's morning. We're hungry, and everything. So we get in, and we've got you, G.
Yeah, it is.
Marcus and Alex. No, Alex wasn't with us. No, it was me, you.
What are we
G.
talking about?
When we were going through the drive-through.
So we got back from the city.
We went through the drive-through and did 6 different orders in one go.
Because they closed the door. It's a 24-hour store that closes the door.
24-hour drive-through.
24-hour drive-through.
So,
yeah.
What was that?
But you only got to pay twice.
Yeah, we had to pay twice, but we did 6 different 6 different orders. That was it. That was fun. Then we
who was I with?
You were with Brock.
Yeah. So and Brock and I was so that we could see the staff members inside doing staff memory stuff. What. And so Brock and I were sitting there at the front of
McDonald's.
At the front of McDonald's in a little alcove area, and we're just sitting there chatting, sort of thing, waiting for these guys to come through.
So we finally get through half an hour later, and then we sit down, eat. I drop everyone off. I drop you and G off at home. Drop Marcus off. Alex was already at home, and me, Brock, and you came back to your place
and died.
That was our New Year's.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I just watched Blue Mountain State until I fell asleep.
Before we end this, we're still on the topic of New Year's resolutions. Let's go through.
I reckon 1920 across 1080p. I reckon it's my New Year's resolution.
Cool.
Maybe 720. That because that might be better.
PewDiePie uploads in 720p.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna maybe 4K New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
What about 8K? Is that too much?
I've never even
16K.
Never even dreamed.
24 carat.
Actually, that's actually true. There's actually a 16K monitor.
Shit, really?
Well, it's actually 16.
What have I done?
4K monitors, but
realistically, New Year's resolution.
Realistically, what is everyone's New Year's resolution before we end this podcast?
Because
you want to upload more.
Yeah, so I want to actually start uploading more. I just need to get the first couple of videos out of the way to kind of, say, hey, I'm back.
Yeah,
and then get
build
back into
the,
making
consistency again.
videos, because I want to do the sort of multiplayer fun moments.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I do kind of want to shy away from gaming just because I really suck at commentary.
I'm quite. I get what you're getting at.
Yeah.
I'll get to my part in a minute, but
Yeah. So I want to see. Yeah, so I want to make more videos, but I want to try and make more kind of content-oriented videos, and because I've come to realize that I suck with doing gaming videos. Unless I'm with other people, then I do well because I rely on them for the commentary. But yeah, so I want to do more like sort of short filmy animation-based stuff.
That would be cool. Short
That's
films, especially.
short film and animation. Those are things that I want to do, but I hate writing scripts, so I have to get better at that. I also want to build up this podcast, get this podcast ready, because
the hardest part is always the first step. So I reckon we're already doing better.
Yeah.
Like, this is already a good start.
Yeah.
This will definitely get you back into the
This will
process of shooting, editing, and then uploading, tagging, descriptions. Shit, that shit sucks. But it's
so upload more. There's a couple things that I want to upgrade and buy to help with video stuff and all that by the time I get to PAX, because before I go to PAX, I need a camera and a laptop that I can edit with, as well as more mics for this, because I a hodgepodge of different mics at the moment, as well as I really don't want to take this
setup
overseas.
Luckily, I did bring
it's
my
not
mic.
overseas. It's just across the country.
I don't want to take this on a plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Well, we've got 9 months to prepare for PAX.
9 months.
And even then, it's the end of the month, because we are leaving for PAX on the
sometime in the future.
Don't quote me. It'll be after the 20th.
Yeah.
So we've got until the 20th of September to be set.
Yeah.
All right. So my New Year's resolution. There's some personal things I want to do. I'm actually going to be doing a stunt course later this year. To become a professional stuntman. If I can't do it this year, then it'll be early next year. I'm going to be getting into voice acting and regular acting, but more so voice acting, because I've always enjoyed doing voiceover stuff. For my channel, I'm pretty much a dead channel. I don't have anything on there, but I want to start uploading. I want to get videos out there. I'm quite the opposite to you in the sense that I prefer solo games, because I can just commentate everything.
I suck at commentating.
We should definitely do some VR stuff, like some VR horror.
That's the thing. I'd
That'd be
love
good.
to do VR stuff.
VR horror.
I just don't have.
If you want to come over and record, just say, "Oi, I'm recording," and I'll get off.
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of rude person, but I'd ask. But yes, so I'll probably try and do some VR recording. But I also want to do solo games. I actually did the first 2 episodes for the final season for The Walking Dead on Twitch.
Twitch is streaming as well.
Yes,
another
I
thing.
did. I have done 2 streams for the final season of The Walking Dead before they said that they were going to release the 3rd episode. For anyone who ever watched that, I'm not going to be able to stream anymore, sadly, because of my
internet shit.
I've got a few internet problems at the moment, so I can't stream, but I will record and I will edit and upload. But yeah, so more editing, uploading. I want to do solo videos along with multiplayer videos, so because I love playing CS:GO with you guys, and I want to get back.
Well, most of the time you like playing CS:GO with
most
us,
of the time.
You like playing with us, just not the other people.
But I also want to do because to be a stuntman, you got to do acrobatics. I'm very athletic and acrobatic. I want to record that.
Very.
I want to record that and upload that to show you what I mean, and just to kind of like get into editing with music and everything. But I want to get back into making short films. I loved it.
Definitely.
After our Fallout video on your second channel.
Well, I need to buy a camera. I was gonna steal one of these mics for the thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, I got shotgun mic set up.
Yeah.
Is,
yeah. Well,
I'll be your audio guy.
We've got more. We're more prepared now.
What I'd really like to do is actually start maybe a 4-part series. Yeah, I'm really keen to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to sit down and actually type up a script because
Yeah, do something we've never done. Write a script.
we've always
Do a short
been
film
good.
properly.
I think I have 4 short films on one of my channels.
You've got like quarter
We have
script
loads,
in
yeah.
total.
Yeah, well, so there's one film that I've only ever done one film that I've actually had the script. Even then, we didn't stick to the script, but we had it written. I don't know, everything's all just been up
Wing,
here.
Yeah.
Scripts are hard to stick with because you like your approach with actual difficulties
Yeah.
with shots and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I want to start doing that because I fill in the gaps where you struggle with, but then again you fill the gaps I struggle with,
Yeah.
which is sound and everything. So I want to get into doing short films, recording more, getting out there and doing voice acting, actual acting, stunting, just getting myself out there more.
He's probably going to be on my channel a lot for
I
a
will,
lot of stuff.
Yeah, me
will
too.
be-
Yeah, same with
definitely.
you as well, yeah.
All right.
I think if we invest our time into
well,
John's channel,
I mean,
it'll-
I do night shifts. I'm free during the day, which is most of the time
Yeah.
you're free and you're free.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
I'm lucky with work because I only work a couple days a week, so...
Sometimes I have uni as well when that starts again. Assuming I haven't failed my, but yeah, like that's only usually 3 to 2 or 3 days. Yeah,
But yeah, no, I can see this year being a good year for all of us.
definitely.
Mhm.
Well, I guess my New Year's resolutions besides computer jokes, 720p. My New Year's resolutions, actual New Year's resolutions, would probably be to play at least one show.
Yeah, live show.
Yeah, because just that would be tight. Just to
That's another thing. I'd love to be in one of your songs, even if it was just like a
yeah.
backup kind of thing.
I want to
I'd love-
rap. I want to get into rapping. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Dude, let me help
I'm
you make
edge
beats.
boy.
Like
I
let
wanna
me
rap.
help
I-
produce for you.
You can make the beats. You can be the beat maker. You can be the writer / rapper, and then I'll just be the gang. I'll be
You'll be the
you'll
guy
be the
in the
Gucci
videos in the background. Like, yeah.
I'll be a like little pine cone, just like that, just like yeah.
Yeah, but besides that,
that,
yeah, like besides like playing shows as well, I do want to release one of my albums, which will probably.
because it's copyright. Fuck.
Are you guys right?
yeah.
No, but no,
Sorry.
but like yeah, no, it's okay. I was just saying, I
You were
I would
just
like
saying
to-
that- yeah.
I would like to finish one of my
Cheers.
albums because I've got currently 2 albums that I'm working on. One's an actual full length album called 4512 or 4512, one of them. And it's a 15-track album with 3 interludes, and it's like a whole concept album. I just need to record all of my vocals for it. I have one song up from that album called Night Terrors, and that's on
Good
my
song. Good song. Definitely recommend you listen to it.
Yeah, there'll be links.
If you're in,
There'll be
yeah,
links
there'll
somewhere.
be links. And if you guys are into like maybe just some darker stuff, more ambient, maybe like Suicide Boys, Puya, Night Lavelle, just those people, that sort of thing. I've got another song that I just released called Hawaii 5-0, which I'm currently working on the music video for.
Again, good song. Recommend by me.
Yeah, it should
I-
be. Once I finish the music video, it'll be a lot better as well. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put it on Bandcamp as well, because Night Terrors is up on Bandcamp. You can purchase that, but
Fuck
Hawaii 5-0 needs to be up there.
Exactly 1 hour so
All
far.
right,
Exactly
so
one
exactly
hour.
1 hour. So,
So,
I guess
yeah.
this
Let,
is,
let Reese finish.
So basically, we're gonna have to wrap it up in a second. But yeah, New Year's resolution: finish at least one of my albums, whether it's 4512 or Sterling. Sterling's the one that Hawaii 5-0 is from. That's gonna be a 7-track or an 8-track album. Short, just vibey, Byron
Vibe.
Bay hippie vibey
just
shit.
chilling.
Yeah.
I hate to say vibes, but basically it's gonna, I just have a nice feeling to it, and I'll just release that. It'll be hard, but sort of,
I reckon this year will
Nice.
be a good year for all of us. I really reckon.
yeah.
It-
And
it-
play shows. That's it. That's all I want to
Yeah.
do. Like, and then obviously make so many more videos with you guys, because that's my thing. Like,
I
we haven't done
kinda-
it in so long.
I kind of noticed the other day with that channel I have, the RandomCraft TV, where I
Yeah.
just upload my
Yeah.
short films. I've noticed every single thumbnail is you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
every-
So a
a
lot of people probably think that it's you making it, and then
no, it's actually you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. So I guess we'll wrap this up now.
yeah.
definitely.
So for the next podcast, John and I will get into detail about our trip to Melbourne for PAX.
So
Um,
it's us planning on what we're
yeah,
gonna
so
do,
this
but we
is-
don't actually know what we're gonna do yet.
This is what we have in store for us. because I've never been to Melbourne and John's never left Queensland, I'm assuming.
I've been to New South Wales and
yeah.
Adelaide.
Yeah, so yeah. Well, this is going to be our first trip to Melbourne. There's, I think, how many of us? Like 7 of us?
There's none.
There's me, you, Nun, Barbie, Brandon, Toby, maybe Farah? Maybe. And then I think Bandit, Frosty, and a few other people from New Zealand might come up with us. So
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll get into detail on that in the next podcast. And
Yeah.
we'll get into detail about what we'll do, what we're gonna see. We'll be going to PAX there for the entire weekend. And yeah.
Right. So with this sort of podcast sort of thing, it's going to be my podcast.
It'll be under your name.
But he's better at hosting. So it kind of be like dual hosting, and then we have a guest of some kind sort of thing. Or multiple guests.
So I don't get to be a reoccurring member?
Well, you can be if you want to.
It's gay as fuck.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, you're probably because you come over.
So this will be Random's Cast.
We haven't come up with a proper name yet. We'll figure that out later.
Random's podcast, but I'll probably end up hosting it because
he'll probably do a lot more of the talking because he's better at it.
Yeah.
But what we're also going to be doing is doing more of I hate ASMR so much.
He cries.
I actually physically cry with ASMR.
Weeping.
I'm gonna cry while editing this. Thank you. So what I'm planning on doing is actually doing the podcast on Discord with friends. Hopefully I can get them to record their side of the conversation. Otherwise, if not, then I'll have to have lower
and
quality.
Hopefully they don't be dickheads while we record it.
Who's that?
We might have to get a few people to try and
podcasts.
add some sort of lid to their entertainment value.
Well, yeah, because
if not, it's just more editing for me.
Occasionally it's fine, but like my number one pet peeve is getting interrupted, and the people that will be adding.
That's why we need to lower
that.
That's why we need a low number of people.
I reckon
we
should
select topic.
Cap at 6.
Cap at 6. Well, that's the max I can record with that as well.
Yeah,
so yeah.
It works well. Recap. We just spoke about our New Year's. It was a great night.
Lots of
love to
throw
do
up.
it again. It was It was a great night. Definitely want to do it again next year.
And the camera just died.
Yep, the camera just. I think it died. It might have died.
Yeah, it literally just died. All right, so the rest of this will just be audio.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All
right.
Sorry, guys. So recap. New Year's Eve was great. Can't wait to do it next year. We got the PAX tour talk about next week.
Yeah.
Or next time we record this. So yeah, thank you, Storm Gates, for coming on.
No worries. Hopefully I can be a regular member and be as cool as you guys.
Well,
since I was here from the beginning.
And thank you, RandomCraft, for providing us with the hospitality.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for coming over. It's been fun.
And I don't think I can thank myself. I'll just say
thank you, baby.
It's Gizmo.
Thanks, brother.
Gizmo, Gizzy.
Got a link. Cramp in my leg.
Faggot.
People can't see what's happening.
So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. This is Gizmo, Stormgate, and RandomCraft. We hope to see you guys in the next podcast.
Adios, boys.
Thanks, everyone.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Bye.